Hey, what is up guys, Lord Sendo here, and in today's video we're going to be showing you another underrated game. So this game actually released late 2019 or early 2020, and it hasn't really gotten many updates, but just recently it got a huge update. So the game is made by Snakewell, and for a Snake game it has barely any players. It actually has only 12 players right now. The main reason why this game doesn't have nearly as many players as some of Snakewell's other games is because 1, it's not an anime game, so that obviously reduces the popularity, and also it's not a game that he spent a lot of time on, it's more of a side project for him. That being said, I do find the game very enjoyable. I spent about 4 hours in dungeons today, and I didn't really get bored at all. Okay, so as the name suggests, Dungeon Slayer is a dungeon crawler game. If you haven't played dungeon crawlers before, it's pretty much a game where you have to go through a randomly generated dungeon and clear out all the levels. There's a huge variety of random enemies, and there are different events and traps and bosses that can spawn. What I like the most about this game is there are a ton of progression options that you can choose from. So when you first join the game, you're given an option between different classes, and you can change this by making a new save file. And when you do dungeons, you gain levels and cash, and basically gaining levels allows you to upgrade your character's skills. So for me, I'm using the hunter, so I have some bombs, fire bullets, and a laser beam. With the cash that you earn, you can do one of 3 things. You can upgrade your character's stats like crit chance, mana, health, damage, and speed. You can buy up to 2 permanent items from the store. These give different effects based on how good the item is. Like some of them will increase your damage but decrease your speed. Some will have completely unique effects, such as being able to double the effectiveness of potions. While you're in a dungeon, you can also gather items, but that isn't permanent. Also with cash, you can hatch eggs and get better pets. The dungeons themselves have a lot of interesting mechanics, such as the banker system, the shops where you can buy consumables and items, and the dwarf statues, which basically allow you to get buffs for a short period of time. For me, I found this game interesting because of the diversity of each run. So basically the items that you get will determine your playstyle in that run. I got an item which increases max damage when you have soul hearts available, and soul hearts go away as soon as you take a single hit, so I basically had to play as if I could never get hit. The game is somewhat challenging, but also pretty easy if you know what you're doing. And you can play with friends to make it easier and more fun. This new update added the monk class, which is something I still haven't tried yet, but I plan to do that soon. In my opinion, this is the best dungeon crawler game on the platform, alongside Emberfest. That is also a game that I plan to do a video on in the near future. In terms of how much content this game actually has, I feel like you can play for hours on end without really getting too bored, because once you complete one of the maps and kill the boss, you unlock a new area with a new dungeon, and once you do that dungeon, then you unlock the next area. And there's also this quest that you can take, which you have to kill the bosses with this item which gives you 3 times less damage and 3 times damage taken, so it makes the game much harder and you have something else to work towards. Dungeon Slayer definitely gets my seal of approval, and it's a game that I recommend. Alright, that's pretty much all I have to say about Dungeon Slayer. Thank you guys for watching this video, I will see you in the next one, and peace out.